Have you ever thought you were getting the deal of a lifetime, only to realize you've walked straight into a trap? That's what it feels like owning these 12 SUVs we're about to expose. Imagine spending $40,000 on your dream ride, only to end up stuck on the side of the road, or worse, in a never-ending cycle of costly repairs. Sound like a nightmare? Well, for thousands of drivers, it's reality. Here's the harsh truth. Some SUVs might look shiny in the showroom, but they're hiding catastrophic flaws under the hood. Engines that break down faster than your morning coffee cools. Transmissions that cost a fortune to replace. And safety issues that should come with their own warning signs. But don't worry, we're here to steer you clear of disaster. In this video, we'll uncover 12 SUVs you need to avoid like the plague. Models so unreliable, they make even a used bicycle look like a better investment. So buckle up, because we're diving into the world of high costs, hidden defects, and some shocking stories you need to hear before you even think about signing those dealership papers. Stick around, because this one decision could save you thousands and a whole lot of stress. SUV number 1, Nissan Rogue. What if I told you that this sleek, modern-looking SUV could cost you thousands in repairs? And that's if you're lucky? Say hello to the Nissan Rogue, an SUV that's gained a reputation for leaving its owners stranded and frustrated. On the surface, the Rogue has everything you want: stylish design, decent fuel efficiency, and a price tag that doesn't break the bank. But let's peel back the layers, shall we? Here's the ugly truth. That fancy turbocharged 3-cylinder engine? Sure, it sounds high-tech, but it's more fragile than your grandma's china. Here's what real owners have been dealing with: internal bearing damage that snowballs into major engine failure, link failures that send the entire system into chaos, and yes, you guessed it, a complete engine shutdown at the worst possible time. And if you're thinking, at least I can rely on the transmission, think again. That CVT transmission? It's as dependable as a cheap umbrella in a hurricane. You can't rebuild it, and replacing it, that'll run you upwards of $4,000, sometimes more. Now picture this, you're on a road trip, the family's packed in, everyone's excited, and out of nowhere your Rogue stalls. That sinking feeling? It's only the beginning of a long and expensive headache. Buying the Rogue is like rolling the dice with your wallet. It's not a question of if it'll fail, it's a question of when. So, the next time you're at the dealership and a Rogue catches your eye, think twice. Is it worth the risk, or would you rather save yourself from a financial black hole? Stay tuned, because the next SUV on this list is even worse. You won't believe how one feature turns into its biggest flaw. SUV number 2, Infiniti QX50. Luxury SUVs are supposed to give you peace of mind, right? Comfort, style, and most importantly, reliability. Well, that's the dream. But the Infiniti QX50? It's more like a nightmare wrapped in leather. Sure, it looks the part. Plush interior, cutting-edge tech, and a premium badge that screams luxury. But under all that gloss and glamour, the same unreliable bones as the Nissan Rogue. Yep, Infiniti essentially dressed up a disaster in designer clothes and called it luxury. You're paying extra for a name, but you're inheriting the same headaches. Let's break it down. The QX50's engine boasts fancy variable compression technology, which sounds like it belongs in a race car. But in reality, it's a ticking time bomb. Owners have reported premature wear and tear that'll leave you stranded, turbocharger failures that hit your wallet like a sledgehammer, and, of course, the CVT transmission, a disaster that's both fragile and outrageously expensive to replace. And don't just take my word for it. Consumer Reports gave this SUV a failing grade for reliability. They're basically saying, buyer beware. Buying the QX50 is like ordering a filet mignon at a 5-star restaurant and being served a soggy fast food burger instead. Fancy on the outside, disappointing on the inside. So, if you're eyeing the Infiniti QX50 as your next luxury ride, think again. Sure, it's tempting, but is it worth paying top dollar for endless repair bills? Stick around, because the next SUV on our list has an even bigger surprise, and not the good kind. You won't believe what makes this family-friendly option a hidden money pit. SUV number 3, Ford Bronco Sport. The Ford Bronco Sport was supposed to be the ultimate off-road warrior, a rugged beast for adventure seekers. But in reality, It's more like a campfire starter you didn't ask for. That's right, this so-called off-road champion has a dangerous secret: engine fires. If you own one, you might want to keep a fire extinguisher handy. Let's get into it. The culprit? The 1.5-liter EcoBoost engine. Ford had to issue a massive recall because of cracked fuel injectors. And when those crack, fuel leaks into places it shouldn't, turning your engine into a bonfire. But wait, there's more. Even if your Bronco Sport doesn't catch fire, it's still far from reliable. Overheating issues that leave you stranded on your adventure. Turbocharger failures that will empty your wallet faster than you can say EcoBoost. And while it may look tough on the outside, the truth is that this SUV is about as durable as a sandcastle in a hurricane. One wrong move, and it all falls apart. Buying the Ford Bronco Sport is like signing up for a survival course, except you didn't know you'd be surviving your own SUV. So, if you've been eyeing the Bronco Sport for your next adventure mobile, think twice. It might look the part, but trust me, this one's better left in the showroom. Stick around, though, because the next SUV on our list takes bad investment to a whole new level. Spoiler, it's a big name, but even bigger regrets. SUV number 4, Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid was marketed as the ultimate family minivan, a futuristic, eco-friendly ride for your loved ones. But reality check, this green machine has left more families stranded than it's saved. Imagine planning a stress-free family road trip, only to end up on the side of the road with kids crying in the back seat. Sound like fun? That's the Pacifica Hybrid experience. Here's the real story. Beneath the promises of efficiency and innovation lies a laundry list of serious issues. Hybrid system malfunctions that confuse even the technicians. Sudden engine shutdowns, because who doesn't love an SUV that just stops? And yes, even vehicle fires that have sparked major recalls. And the worst part? Fixing these problems isn't easy. Dealerships and repair shops alike struggle with the complexity of its hybrid system. Translation? You'll spend more time waiting for repairs than actually driving. Buying the Pacifica Hybrid is like signing up for a babysitter who cancels on you last minute. Sure, it looked like a great idea, but when it matters most, it just doesn't show up. Thinking of making this your next family ride? Think again. Your dream minivan might just turn into a nightmare on wheels. Stay tuned, because up next, we've got another SUV that promises the world, but delivers nothing but regret. You don't want to miss this one. SUV number 5, Jeep 4xe Hybrid models. Jeep's 4xe Hybrid models were supposed to revolutionize off-roading with their eco-friendly tech. A hybrid Jeep? It sounded like the perfect balance of rugged adventure and environmental consciousness. But in reality, it's more of a balancing act between your patience and your wallet. Imagine being in the middle of nowhere, ready to conquer the great outdoors, when your hybrid system decides to call it quits. Not so adventurous now, is it? Here's the lowdown on Jeep's hybrid misstep. Drivetrain failures that leave you stranded. Battery malfunctions that make plug and play more like plug and pray. And if it's cold outside, forget about efficiency. It plummets faster than temperatures in the Arctic. Jeep promised trail-rated capability, but for many owners, it's starting to feel more like tow truck rated. Buying a Jeep 4xe Hybrid is like packing a parachute that might or might not open when you need it. Sure, it's exciting, but do you really want to gamble with reliability? Thinking of going green with a Jeep? You might want to pump the brakes on that idea. Stay tuned, because the next SUV on our list will have you second-guessing your dealership dreams yet again. SUV number 6, Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra America loves its full-size trucks. Powerful, dependable, and ready for anything. At least, that's what Chevrolet and GMC would have you believe with the Silverado and Sierra. But are these so-called workhorses really as tough as they look? Picture this. You've got a trailer to haul, deadlines to meet, and suddenly your truck's engine starts acting like it's auditioning for a horror movie. That's the harsh reality for too many Silverado and Sierra owners. Both trucks are plagued by cylinder deactivation technology, a feature designed to save fuel. Sounds innovative, right? Think again. Here's what it's actually delivering. Lifter failures that leave you stranded. Engine damage that costs thousands to fix. And yes, lawsuits against GM for cutting corners. Buying these trucks is like hiring a bodybuilder for heavy lifting, only to find out he's wearing a back brace and can't lift a thing. So if you're looking for a truck that won't fold under pressure, maybe steer clear of these two, because a broken down truck is no one's idea of built to last. Stay with us, because the next SUV on this list might surprise you even more. And there you have it, the SUVs and trucks that might look great on the outside, but are disasters waiting to happen under the hood. Before you sign on that dotted line, remember this: a flashy exterior can't cover up a flawed machine. Whether it's engine issues, transmission nightmares, or tech that just doesn't work, these vehicles are proof that not everything is as it seems. Did we miss any vehicles you think deserve to be on this list? Or have you had an experience with one of these models? Drop your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insider car advice that saves you money and headaches. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest reviews and warnings. Until next time, drive safe, stay smart, and we'll see you in the next video.